What is TAO? What role does TAO play in this ecosystem? Why does everything come back to it?
It's the gross value capture vessel of everything within Bittensor.
So every subnet, everything comes back in. You can't buy a subnet directly, can you?
Yeah, but you have to go through TAO. So this is
It's not enough. Yes,
Yes.
but no.
well, and this is why I think the Bittensor's Ethereum moment is way better than Ethereum itself, because Ethereum created this platform where anyone could build a decentralized app, and it wasn't tied into Ethereum, like per se, you know. And some went to the moon and had basically very little upside for Ethereum. Whereas with Bittensor, if there's a subnet or a bunch of subnets you really want to buy, you can only buy it by getting some TAO first, and then using that TAO to swap for that subnet token. That is the primary way to get a subnet token. So if all we need is one subnet to become a unicorn and break out and then start making hundreds of millions of dollars, or hell, just tens of millions of dollars, and it will literally drag the price of TAO up, and it will rise that tide, and all other subnets will start getting better, because the higher the price of the TAO means the better rewards for the miners, and the more reward and the better reward for the miners means you get better talent coming in. And we know from first hand that we have Google DeepMind engineers working on and mining Bittensor in their spare time.
True story.
And very true story. And there's many other people out there who are just mining Bittensor, you know, when they're at home from their day job at a frontier lab, let's say.
Yeah, so TAO is the value capture mechanism, and I heard James Altucher, who we've had as a guest on Revenue Search before, I heard him talking about the importance of value capture, and he said there are two sides to the business coin. One is value creation, and one is value capture. And he said there are lots of businesses that create lots of value, but don't capture any of it for themselves.
Yeah.
And the example that he offered was the early days of web, where there were search engines. You could just go on like an Excite or an Ask Jeeves or an Alta Vista, and you typed in what you were looking for, and they showed it to you. And they were creating loads of value, but they weren't capturing any of it. It was only when Google said, "Oh, we're going to start showing them some ads," and they just captured all of the value that they were creating, or certainly the most effective way of capturing that. And that turned Google into Google, and we didn't even know what the other ones were called because they didn't manage to do it. But here, the subnet value is captured in TAO. That's so you could just hold TAO.
Yeah.
You're not going to capture all of the upside of the best, or you are going to capture all the upside of the best subnets, but you're also going to capture the downside of the worst subnets, I guess.
Yeah, and there are some terrible subnets, like in any market.
Yeah, so it's the index function. Fine.